The law of the Lord. Oh, the Lord always imposing his laws on me and always telling me what to do. Well, that's a stupid attitude. That's a bad attitude.
Hello everyone, I'm Joseph Dinesh, a Catholic commentator from Sydney, Australia. Today, we are going to address a common misconception held by many young people about the Catholic Church, namely that it's a rigid authority imposing strict moral laws and rules on how people should live. This perception is concerning because it creates a significant obstacle to the Church's mission of evangelization. You might wonder why. It's because people in general tend to resist any authority that appears to restrict their freedom by enforcing its laws. This resistance can often stem from deep-seated wounds from their past, frequently inflicted by parents or authority figures during their childhood. For some, it's their powerful urge to pursue their passions and fulfill worldly desires, and while others are motivated by an overwhelming desire for absolute freedom. These influences have contributed to a strong cultural shift toward independence and self-determination. The prevailing mindset is, no one can tell me what to do. I will do what I want, when I want, and how I want. The phrase, I do me, has become the defining slogan of this era, reflecting a widespread resistance to any form of authority. So today, we will learn from Bishop Barron on how to bridge the gap between Church's authority and individual freedom, which can prove vital for evangelization. In the first clip, we will hear from a woman who expresses her frustration with being told what to do. Her attitude is a representation of many young people in our culture today. Let's listen.
I don't like being told what to do to the extent that if you tell me to do something, I won't do it. Even if I was just about to do it. And for a long time, I thought it was, I just have an issue, like I'm just an arsehole. But when I made a video before briefly speaking about this, people said it was an ADHD thing. And I do have ADHD. Do this, do the washing up, ring the doctor, won't do it. Won't do it. If anything, I'll do the opposite. I don't like being told what to do. And I don't know why, because I know it's not good, because for compromising purposes and all of that. But it makes me really angry.
In the upcoming clip, Bishop Barron beautifully highlights the positive aspect of the Church's teaching. He explains that one of the most effective ways to overcome resistance to these teachings is to see them not as hindrances to your own freedom, but as the path to true and absolute freedom. Let's take a listen.
The law of the Lord. Oh, the Lord always imposing his laws on me and always telling me what to do. Well, that's a stupid attitude. That's a bad attitude. That's like a golfer saying, hey, Ben Hogan and Arnold Palmer and Jet Nicklaus and Tiger Woods, don't give me your laws. Don't lay your hang-ups on me. No, the golfer wants those laws. What I wouldn't give to have in me what's in Tiger Woods or what's in Jack Nicklaus. Well, the same thing here is the law of the Lord, the word of the Lord, seeps into our hearts, into our minds, into our instincts, into our bodies. Who are saints but those who have so internalized the law that they effortlessly move according to its dictates? Mind you, that's not slavery. It's the opposite. That's finding freedom. I'm free to swing that darn golf club properly because I've internalized the rules of golf, the laws of the swing. So the saint is able to move with great freedom through the world because she has welcomed the word and understands how that word is able to save her soul.
From this explanation, we understand that the Church's teaching can indeed free us to live with true freedom. However, this does not mean that those responsible for enforcing these laws are immune to abusing their authority. There is a cautionary note. Just because laws and rules guide you toward freedom does not mean that those who teach them cannot misuse their authority to oppress others, just like the Pharisees did. So what does Bishop Barron has to say about that? Let's listen.
Can there be a stifling quality to the law if it's not properly understood? What I mean is, I'm so aware of all of these laws, both central and non-essential, that I become essentially paralyzed by them. I become obsessive compulsive about them. Think here of, I'll go back to golf again, I'm sorry, but there's a famous poster and it shows this golfer and he's lining up to the ball and there's a list of about 100 recommendations and tips, right, that he should have in mind as he's over the ball. And the last one is relax and swing away. Well, of course, if you've got all of that, both essential and trivial in your mind, you're not able to swing. In fact, it's undermining the golf swing. We call it paralysis by analysis. Well, something similar can happen in the spiritual order if the law has become this kind of obsessive preoccupation with detail and minutia.
Now, let me explain the beauty of law with this example. Let's say there is a young schoolboy named Jack who wants to learn how to play basketball. Every day, he goes to the court and practices on his own. Noticing his enthusiasm, a nearby coach invites Jack to join his team, which involves strict drills, repeated practice of game strategies, and most importantly, a daily 50-minute talk to help players understand the rules of the game. Whenever a player broke a rule, the coach would assign a small penalty to ensure they wouldn't make the same mistake again. At first, Jack felt like these rules and drills were restricting his freedom to play basketball the way he wanted. However, he persevered for 3 years, mastering the drills, internalizing the game plan, and fully understanding the rules. As a result, he led his school team to win zonal championship and eventually earned a prestigious college scholarship. Now, if you were to ask Jack whether it was the freedom to play however he wanted or the disciplined drills and rules that made him the great player he became, what do you think he would say? I would like to end with this saying, true freedom is not the absence of discipline, but the mastery of it. As the skilled athlete submits to the rules of the game, so must we embrace the laws of God to excel in the game of life. I hope this video was helpful. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. God bless you.